welcome back to another video. If you are new here, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below how your day has been. Just a heads up, if you hear background noises, please ignore it. Yeah, it's kind of TV's on, and then it's also raining really hard outside right now, so I'm sorry if you can manage to hear either one of those. But anyways, let's get started with the video. So honestly, right here I'm just collecting a bunch of stuff. Of course I'm not trying to collect the XP yet. I'm trying to get a XP collector so that way instead of dying all the time with XP on me, then I can put my XP down, and then that way I can use it for later on in the future, because you know all that is going to be adding up to a lot of XP besides mob spawners and stuff like that. But yeah, so I want to save the XP. Right here I'm making that I can't remember what it's called, but it's pretty much that villager that's behind the marketplace with all the saplings and stuff. That is what I'm trying to make right here, this little thing. So yeah, that's what that progress is about. So pretty much, if I'm being honest, most of this video is kind of just like knickknacks type of deal. I mean, look at these chests. I really need to organize them, because I mean, I can't never, like, I know I got what I need around, but I can't ever find what chest it's in. So definitely need to do something about the whole chest inventory thing, because it is just a mess. And honestly, I'm sick and tired of looking through like 7 different chests by the time I finally find what I need. So yeah, we finally managed to set the market person down. Also, of course, I forgot about the emerald mixture, so I had to then pick it up and place it back down. Sorry, little guy. But yeah, we fixed that issue real quick. Of course, right here you can see all the very wonderful seeds and saplings and all that other stuff that is in here. So I kind of have an idea what to do with this, but I can tell you now it's probably not a good idea, and honestly it's going to take some progress away that y'all may want to see, which I'm not, I mean, it may not really take that progress away, but at the same time it will. So real quick update as I'm making this voiceover. Apparently we had a very short, hard rain. Because I mean, it was just a pouring down, and now it's apparently completely stopped. So yeah, we're going to have some crazy weather. Of course, right here, as you can see, I am also collecting some more stuff. I'm just trying to be careful not to hit all the XP. Of course, you can see I have accidentally collected 1 or 2. Not meaning to, of course, but I accidentally clicked on them. So I'm trying to keep that. But I don't think every little bitty piece of XP really matters, to be honest. I mean, it might, but there's also other ways, like a mob spawner, to gain it back. I'm sure there's other ways that I don't know of, but that I know is the main way. Also, I have really decided that I do not like the look of my house, or my base, whatever you want to call it, at all. I have found out that concrete is actually really easy to make in this game. There's also like kiwi and stuff that I don't know. I don't think it's used for much either. So I'm really considering making either some colorful concrete blocks, or maybe even using some kiwi blocks. I think the main one I want to use is the crimson wood, but that's also vanilla as well. So I don't know, I'm kind of wanting to go for a different wood, but at the same time the crimson is like my favorite. I think it's the crimson. It's the blue wood, which is of course from the nether. So yeah, I'm kind of debating on that. Also, as you can see right there, there is some mossy cobblestone. So apparently I have found out, and I just kind of learned this one myself, but if you use a wooden oak barrel, they have it react as if, like in real life, if you have something wooden, eventually it gets leaking. Of course, leaking eventually leads to loss on whatever mold or whatever. Also, I'm making another stone barrel here. I did not know about this, so just so I don't forget, I did go ahead and put up a sign for a reminder. But yeah, that mossy cobblestone just really don't look good at all. But at least now I know how I can easily get it without having to get vines. So I mean, that's honestly pretty cool in my opinion. Like, I don't know if anybody else has ever thought about that or not, but I found that to be really cool, especially for a game. So, of course, I'm going to go try to see some of this. But, of course, I'm not getting very much out of it, which kind of sucks because, it's going to take a lot of work to get this done. I am currently in search for, like a infinite lava source that I don't have to sit there and continuously check on with cobblestone, because honestly that's just getting annoying and I'm sick and tired of it. But yeah, that's one of the things. This is where I start looking at the extractor and the kiwi and stuff. I can easily make all of this stuff besides the kiwi. But yeah, I'm looking at that for the lava thing especially. Because I remember in the past I did see somebody use this for that kind of thing. But of course I've not used it since then. And also in advance, sorry ahead of time, that I might be yawning. The rainy weather is starting to definitely get to me. So I'm trying to get this done with this storm slash rainy weather, whatever it's supposed to be. So yeah. So since I'm trying to make this, I'm now trying to look for some aluminum to go ahead and start making the extractor. And I did decide to look for these ones first because I want to get those out of the way, but of course I didn't have any, so then I had to go to these ones. The reason why I have those is because my danks can only hold so many, so I end up taking everything out, making it into a stack, see how many stacks I could make, and then put those stacks into a chest, but the ore parts is still in the danks. That way I still got some left in there. So, yeah. Of course, right here, I'm just simply just trying to clean up my inventory, trying to keep enough space in it, because it seems like when you build one thing, I mean, it completely destroys. Yeah, we got that too. But it completely destroys your inventory on space and stuff. And as you can see, I also did upgrade my backpack. I just couldn't handle the original backpack anymore, so I figured I could at least upgrade it to a diamond tier, so that way I could actually use it much more of my inventory instead of constantly having to run back and forth for a lot of things. Like I said, in the future I do want to get a better storage thing going. And this is what I meant by I said we was going to get it. I think I had my diamonds in the inventory for another reason, but I can't remember that reason. But now the reason is to make me an axe. So yeah. As you can see, I already do have an axe on me, but this one's a different kind, and I wanted it. So pretty much one has silk touch, and then the other one's for like chopping down trees, I guess you could say. So yeah. And honestly, I need at least one item with silk touch on it just to help me out. So yep, and of course I have to take care of these little guys because they get so annoying. There's so many all the time. In case that you couldn't hear me when I was trying to say that, I was trying to take care of business there because I get way too many of those that come up way too often. So yeah. And of course right here I'm just trying to wait for nighttime so I can get some sleep, but that did not work, so started looking through chests and decided to clean up the inventory just a little bit. And now I can of course go to sleep. Also, I know that the title screen pops up a lot. I can say usually I'm pausing for a moment or I'm having to look at something. Like right here where I looked up the igneous thing. I couldn't remember how to build it, so I ended up going to another video and looking it up. That's why it kind of skips through the nighttime here. And this is where I'm building it, which is obsidian, the igneous thing, lava, and water. That's how you make kiwi. Of course, I couldn't remember that in the beginning, so that's kind of why I keep pausing it. I've been meaning to edit a lot more of these out. I just sometimes accidentally miss quite a few of them. And of course, I'm making the extractor to make like an infinite lava thing instead of constantly running back and forth trying to make sure that the cauldrons are completely filled up with lava. This would be an easier thing. And of course, I did also forget how to build this for, of course, this early game, because as we all know, or if you don't know, there's still a lot left to do in this series. So therefore, this is only to pretty much help me out in the beginning and get me to where I eventually need to be. Right here I collected a bunch of lava to make endstone. I'm working on getting the ender pearls and the eye of enders, but I think I was mostly working on ender pearls at this time. So yeah, as you can see, we got looking at a few of them. And now I'm just trying to get the rest of the stuff put up to keep my inventory semi-clean. Just for all the extra stuff that I will most definitely need. So here I am also trying to build an XP drain. This is, and finally I got it built. This is for all the XP that I'm currently holding, so that way in the future I can use it and I won't lose it, hopefully. So yeah, we'll have to see whether I can actually use it or lose it. Stay tuned for that. Also, if I sound like I'm sick, then I'm sorry, so this is not really bad right now. And so me talking now, definitely hear and put a difference in my talking. But as you can see, this thing is work on numbers. I did play around with it a little bit off camera. I can use a bucket to fill it up, or I can make a tin with glass bottles. This is going to put it in to be able to pick it back up and put it back onto the person. Now if I lose some, I don't know if I can do it because but then just to see how I can get it and take it back out. So yeah, I also found out that I can also break this and it stays inside the thing, so that is great, especially for this beginner stuff. And here I'm just making a second one because as you can see, that one's almost full, and this is where I'm planning to collect the rest of the XP that is all in the goals thing, or the journey. That's what you would call it, the journey. So I'm trying to collect all the XP from the journey, but of course I've got to make another one because there is no way all of that is going to fit in there. So yeah, I'm currently looking at what I may or may not have, what all I might need to work on getting. And of course, like I said, had some iron misplaced. I don't know. Anyways, I needed iron, so I finally found some iron in there from earlier. Also, if there is any certain time you can't hear me in this, then I am truly sorry. So, because I have two furnaces, I'm trying to make it quicker and like split everything to where, it of course goes quicker. So, yeah. Like I said, I was just looking for any extra stuff, and I did not want to sort out the bees chest. I really didn't mean to. I was trying to keep the bees separated and keep it in a certain organized way, but I messed it up. And the funny thing is that I recognize it until later on. I think maybe an hour later I recognized that I messed that part up. So as you can see from here, I did manage to find iron ingots, so I decided to use some of those to make iron nuggets into iron ingots. My bad. But yeah, it as you can see, it didn't give me much, which is just fine. It was something. So as you can see right here, we now officially have all of the stuff that we need to make another one. So that's what I am doing. And also just a small little heads up. I am sorry I do move a little slower than usual. I am of course wearing a brace, and trying to wear a brace while trying to game is not a very easy task, and it don't even matter if I switch hands. I mean, braces don't make anything easier, so yeah. And also I decided to go ahead and make a pot, because, you know, why not? I will be using that in the future. In the future, I do plan on making like a pure farming video type of deal. As you can see, I just collected all the XP and stuff, and I did not have enough room in my inventory for everything else that I needed to collect. But as you can see, I also did get some more igneous things. For some odd reason, I guess it might only stack up to 2, but that third one will stack up onto the other 2. I don't know if that's that reason what it is, but yeah, that's that. So as you can see from here, as much XP as I have compared to what room is left, I definitely don't have enough room. And as you can see, that's exactly why I made the second one, so that way I could step onto that one. And of course, it just feels like it's filling up fast, and my XP is slowly draining. So that is definitely super fun. So, as you can see from here, I do not have enough room inside of this XP drain either. So of course that means now I have to make a whole nother one, because I have way too much XP on me now. So yeah, that is super great. I think I went AFK right here and didn't recognize it, so that's honestly why this part is still left in here. That's my best guess, because I don't know why else I'd just be sitting here for the next, like, I don't know, 5 minutes. Oh, there we go. Now I'm moving again. Okay, cool. So now I have recognized that, of course, that second one's completely filled up again, too. So therefore, I'm now on to make a third one. Yay! And also you got that trickery stuff going on. But yeah, I decided to go to sleep real quick. Keep the phantoms away. And of course, then looking at that artwork again. And now back to this, and I recognize I got a pedestal. So I set it down just for inventory space, and then I just put this random sword into it. So yeah, I don't know if I'll ever use that or not. I mean, it's cool, it really is, but I'm not creative enough to make a pretty good looking house and make some pretty cool decoration type of stuff. But yeah, now I'm going through the chest again to see if I can find some glass. Thankfully I managed to. Of course I should have the rest of the items on me already. I just was a little too low on glass at that time. So here we are now officially making a third one. Lovely times, and honestly I probably should have just cut all this out because honestly, yeah, this part's pretty boring, if I may say so myself. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't know. I guess it's whatever. But anyways, let's wait for my slow hand to get all this stuff done. Yeah, if you're an adult, you probably know what I'm trying not to say. Right here, I was trying to see if they were stackable. Clearly, they're not. So eventually I just moved to the side and got the rest of it put into the XP grade. I'm sure that maybe the one thing I didn't try is maybe try and put like a spout or something on it. I'm sure I could probably get some out that way, but honestly we'll have to check that out in the future because I don't have the time right now if I'm being honest. So anyways, I hope you all are enjoying these series or episodes or whatever you want to call them. If so, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below how your day has been. And yeah, I hope I get to see you all in the next video. Bye! Also, thank you all so very much for all the support. I greatly appreciate any and all support.